friends. So I had to do a little bit of adjusting here in this studio, okay? First off, the new tripod is not working. It's just not working for me. So I had to go get my old tripod from outside. Had to finagle with it a little bit, but I finally got it to where I can use it in here. These 4 butterflies, if I stay within their parameter, I know I'm in the center of the video. And then I have 2 that you can't see, or maybe you can see part of them, that marks where the legs of the tripod goes. So with that being said, I think we're pretty well set to where we can move forward. So the last time I was on here, we counted out that I have 30 strands of these left. And these are the 4mm, 30 strands. My case holds 28. But something that we remember is this case here has a couple of big beads in it that I can switch out for the 2 that's going to be left over. But we'll see. Because I decided to go up and fill up this one that has 1 case filled. Let me show you. So this has one that's filled, but all these that doesn't. So this takes 5 off of my 28, leaving 23. So that leaves 7 that's going to be left over that I may have to add into this new one. So am I going to change them out? I don't know. But we're going to move forward and finish filling the rest of these. So we're going to take them one by one to do that. So let me move these beads aside, and we're going to set these up and do this one first. If you remember, the last one I did, and I told you I'd space the videos out so I didn't bomb you with them. But the last one I did, we filled up a whole tray with the 4mm and a couple of the 6mm. So now this is what we're going to be working with. And I use a cup because it's easier for me to put them into the cases I want them in. So are you ready to go? Are you ready to move forward with this? Because can you see my cup? You can't. I'll put it right there. All right. Am I too far back? I'm in the center. Okay. And you can, okay, we're good. We're good. We're just going to have to roll with it and just see how it turns out at the end. All righty. We're learning as we go. This part's the easy part, I think. Yeah. Now it's to getting these into one of these. Okay, that was a little bit too easy. I'm right in the center of all those, so I should be good. But I do think I want to put something over this table because even though the lamps are facing upwards, this table shines. It's got a brilliant finish on it. It's actually my husband's old desk. My husband was a mechanical designer for 42 years, 44 years, something like that. And he retired last year. And the first thing he wanted to do is he said, I'm getting rid of this computer. And he did. But we was left with this really nice desk, professional desk and chair. And it has just been sitting in here. Well, I can't wait to him, and I told him, honey, it's too hot to be outside to film right now, so I'm just going to have to stop filming for a while. He says, no, take my desk. And I felt really odd and really strange because, you know, this was his desk. This is where he worked 9 hours a day and sometimes even longer to get a project finished. And he says, nope, it's just sitting there. It's going to waste. Go ahead and take it and use it. So he goes, actually, just take it and set yourself up a little makeshift studio. And he helped me, and I did. And that's what I'm doing. I'm going to leave that one there. And yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I'm grateful for it. But like I said, I miss being outside. I miss my wind chimes, and I miss listening to the wind through the trees. You know, when wind chimes chime, it's your ancestors. And when you listen to the spirits talking to you through the leaves on the trees, you know, old folklore, maybe not, but I like the possibility of it. It does add some brightness, and Lord knows we need all the hope and brightness right now we can get. Well, basically anytime. Good vibes are welcome anytime. Okay, I'm liking these. I can see those on a crochet choker. My crochet chokers are gaining popularity. I wore one with a beaded choker I made. I made 2 beaded chokers, seed bead chokers a while back. And then I made a crocheted choker for myself. And for some reason, one day when I went to wear the 2 seed beads I made to go together, I grabbed the crochet choker that has a charm of a tarot card on it. And whoa, it vibed. I think there might be a video on me on here wearing those together like that. And wow, so many compliments on how they went together. And that was not planned. That just happened. Just happened. It was stuck in my hand. Uh-oh. My goodness. They were not stingy with those beads, were they? There was quite a bit. You see how full that is? Well, I have no complaints. Thank you. And they're pretty ones, too. This one's done. See that? Let's grab another. And on this one, we only have 4. So my cup, grab another. I just want to get them all put away, to be honest with you. They need to be done. To just be moved from one place to another. Cup idea was the best idea, I'm telling you. Yeah, it was. You know, a lot of these look like they're the same color, but they're not, because I don't think I got duplicates. No. See, these are even a different color, so I didn't get no duplicates. They had a really great deal on them. That's the reason why I got so many, and so many that are close. I literally got one of every one there for that price. Figured we'd do something with them. Let's see. This is the truth of it. Let me show you. So this one that ran away, that will go into a radical bead mix. I'm not hunting it down. And all of these that I cut, I will eventually take off of these later. They'll all go into the same bead mix. I am not sitting here and going through those and trying to find out. No, I'm not doing it. Tried that once. So aggravating. Not doing it again. Right in the middle? Yep. This is working fine. Yep. Right as rain. Going a lot faster than what I thought it would. There we go. And we have filled another. See that? Another one done. Look at these colors. So beautiful. So we have 3 down and 3 to go. We are making a quick job of these. Game changer. Yep. We will get these ones done quickly too. I do believe. That even works quicker. Yep. We're making quick work of these. If you've stayed with me this far, you are so amazing. And I appreciate you so much. If for nothing else, for just the feeling of company. This is a mundane job, but it has to be done. I'm keeping that out till the end. So we'll be taking one of these. 2 of them actually. And filling them. One jump somewhere, I'm not chasing it down. This, see this color? Remember how I was talking last year? They gave me, I'm going to have to link that video below, I think. They gifted me the same strand last year, and I made a necklace, an earring, and bracelet out of it, and put little pinkish peach heart charms on it. I'll link it below and you can see it. It was such a beautiful set. And I done it as a bead challenge because it was gifted to me. I guess this was the bottom. And this is the top. And I bet you I've been staying in frame. I'm pretty good at staying in frame. Sometimes I go out, but it's not meant to. Five. Now these three. These three will go with this tall one at the end. Look at these blue ones. They are beautiful. Beautiful. They're very beautiful, the blue beads. Well, and they're runaways. Next, look at this pink. That is so radical. I have no idea what I would ever use this pink for. That is really a whole new term to hot pink. Okay. Oh, this is going better than what I thought. Ooh, look at that blue. Mesmerized. You know, someday when I'm really bored, I'm going to get on here. I'm going to pull out all these kind of containers like this. These here. And I'm going to match them up. All blues, all yellows, all oranges. You watch. Now that I'm thinking about it, I know someday I will. But it's not going to be today, and nor is it going to be anytime soon. I promise you that. Nope, one more. I can most certainly promise you that. The only thing about these, here's what you got to make sure of. You got to make sure this is on top and you don't actually do it this way and then you unscrew because everything's going to go everywhere. Listen to someone who's made that mistake. So always make sure when you run it down that you can hit it. If you don't see the screw marks right here at top, then that means you got it upside down. Pay attention. Believe me, you'll be glad you did. Look at these blacks. I was looking for little black. I was looking for little black bicones the other day, but these are rondelles. Look at that. I didn't even know because I couldn't get to them. They was in that big tote. Because I had no room to put them. I hadn't gotten them out yet. I guess that's shame on me, right? It's your own fault, Willow. Radiant. Okay, one more done. And we got this last one to do, which is 4 containers. We've gone through this very quickly. And like I said, I'm glad I did decide to film these because it makes me feel like I've got company while I'm doing it and I'm not sitting by myself. I hate to do things by myself. I mean, I will. I hate it. I think that's the reason why I love my YouTube channel. You know, because I know at sometimes someone might see it or some of it. I'm okay with such if I want everyone to watch them, but they can become long. And I understand. But you know, this is my living journal. This is exactly what this is. It's my living journal of my journey, my beautiful bead journey of healing, reflection, and releasing. Mindful meditation. Yeah, I was told, Willow, you need to do something. You need to do some sort of mindful meditation. And I said, like what? And they said, adult coloring. And I said, does beading work? And they go, absolutely. And I said, well, then here we go. Coloring is not my pick for art. I do Zentangle and I do watercolors. But when I create the pages for my book of shadow, oftentimes I'll use my Prism color pencils for that. You may think technique to this is overkill, but no, it stops the worry of everything flying off everywhere. Here it is. Now we just do the last one, which is it going to be? How about this beautiful blue? Oh, I picked up this one, so I guess it's this one. Ooh, that gray. Yeah, that'll be making its way into something not too long from now, I'm sure. So someone said, go to this website. They got some of your favorite beads on sale. And I went to that website. And I get a look. And you know what? The look was not for my son. The look was not for my husband. The look was for my dog. My conscience, my little dog. It was like he was saying, don't we have enough right now? Daggone it. Put away what you got first. Okay, so here we go. This is filled. Look at the magic here. And I want to thank you for joining me. If you will, please like, subscribe, comment, share, and notify on my video. It helps others get to know about me. And maybe they might find something of value in my content. And it helps me grow. Please comment below because your thoughts and opinions are important to me. They are, my friends. I want to know what you think. Remember, tomorrow is a brand new day and we all get to reset. The magic resets. So with much love and gratitude, please stay forever magical. And as always, my friends, blessed be.